Black gold, a term often used to describe oil, reflects the immense value of this natural resource. The story of oil is a complex tale involving geology, industry, economics, politics, and environmental concerns. Here's a detailed account. Geological formation. Oil is formed from the remains of ancient marine organisms. Millions of years ago, these organisms settled at the bottom of ancient seas. Covered by layers of sediment, they were subjected to heat and pressure over geological time, transforming into hydrocarbons. These hydrocarbons migrated through porous rocks until they became trapped beneath non-porous cap rocks, forming oil reservoirs. Early uses. The earliest known use of petroleum dates back to ancient Mesopotamia, where it was used for waterproofing boats and buildings, and as an adhesive in construction. The ancient Egyptians used bitumen, a form of petroleum, in the embalming process. The birth of the modern oil industry. The modern oil industry began in the mid-19th century. In 1859, Edwin Drake drilled the first successful oil well in Titusville, Pennsylvania, initiating the commercial oil industry. This discovery led to the first oil boom and established Pennsylvania as a major oil producer. The rise of oil giants. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, oil production and demand skyrocketed. Companies like Standard Oil, founded by John D. Rockefeller, dominated the industry. Standard Oil's monopoly led to significant advancements in refining and distribution, but also resulted in public backlash and antitrust actions. In 1911, Standard Oil was broken up into several smaller companies, some of which are now known as ExxonMobil, Chevron, and ConocoPhillips. Oil and the automobile. The invention and mass production of the automobile in the early 20th century by pioneers like Henry Ford drastically increased the demand for oil. Gasoline, a byproduct of crude oil refining, became the primary fuel for cars, leading to a surge in oil exploration and production. Global expansion. Throughout the 20th century, oil exploration expanded globally. Major discoveries were made in the Middle East, Latin America, Africa, and the North Sea. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, and Kuwait became significant players in the global oil market. OPEC and the oil shocks. In 1960, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, was formed by Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela to coordinate and unify petroleum policies among member countries. OPEC gained significant influence over global oil prices, especially during the 1970s oil shocks, when geopolitical conflicts and embargoes led to skyrocketing oil prices and economic turmoil in many countries. Technological advancements. Technological innovations have continuously shaped the oil industry. Advancements in seismic imaging, offshore drilling, and hydraulic fracking, have allowed access to previously unreachable oil reserves. These technologies have significantly boosted production but also raised environmental concerns. Environmental impact and transition to renewables. The environmental impact of oil extraction, transportation, and consumption has become a major issue. Oil spills, greenhouse gas emissions, and habitat destruction have led to increased scrutiny and calls for cleaner energy sources. The transition to renewable energy is gaining momentum, with investments in solar, wind, and other sustainable technologies increasing as the world seeks to reduce its reliance on fossil fuels. Modern challenges and future outlook. Today, the oil industry faces numerous challenges, including fluctuating prices, regulatory pressures, geopolitical tensions, and the growing push for renewable energy. While oil remains a crucial part of the global energy mix, the industry is evolving to address environmental concerns and adapt to a changing energy landscape. The story of oil, or black gold, is one of transformation, from ancient organic matter to a driving force of modern civilization. Its journey is marked by innovation, conflict, and the relentless pursuit of energy to power human progress.